freak is up, y'all. It's Anya, and today we're doing some makeup, but I feel like I've gotten complacent. I feel like I've just been doing the same boring ass look for y'all all the fucking time. And I want to continue to get good at makeup and better and better and better. I feel like I'm good at the makeup that I always do, but other than that, like, I'm very bad at like recreating stuff. I don't know. So today we're doing a white base look, and I think I want to black out my neck because I've never done that before, and why not? Now let's get on with it. Here's a reference photo I have for my eyes. I found it on Pinterest, so credit to the original artist. I haven't done a white base in such a long time for y'all. I'm just gonna rehash out how I do it just in case we have any new people. I haven't fucking blocked out my brows in so long, y'all. I'm fucking scared. Quick basics is you wanna go back and forth to really coat each hair like every which way, up and down, back and forth, and then we're just going to brush it up with a spoolie. And then you could just let it air dry, but we want to make sure this process is, and sometimes people like use their spit to really push the eyebrow down. Kind of gross. Then I'm gonna go in with a hair dryer. Alright, I usually do 3 layers. If you have really sparse brows, you can do 2. If you have thick brows, you might want to do 4 or 5. Glue stick again. This time I'm just pushing up. Don't go back and forth again like that. Just push up in the way that you already spoolied the eyebrows up. And then we just spoolie them up again. The brows are now glued 3 times over, and we need to set them. So I'm gonna just grab my skin tone powder, and I'm just gonna go in quick and set them. Boop, 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 boop. Brush off the excess. I need to color correct, as you can see. Like, look how, for some reason, my eyebrows will look really green. That happens, I think, most eyebrows. It might look blue. It might be, if you're blonde, they might not look like anything, and you might be able to skip this step, but I need to color correct. So I'm gonna go in with orange to color correct the green. So I'm just gonna go in with this bronzer right here. Okay, and then because I don't want this color correction to move, I'm gonna bake it. Next, I'm gonna get into skin prep, and you're gonna have to try to figure out the skin prep you exactly need. But this stuff that I'm gonna use is just really drying, so I'm gonna try to just hydrate as much as possible. So I'm using moisturizer, and then just make sure that what is this piece of hair doing? Oh my god. It really wants to be curly, but it just looks like shit. Wow. Sometimes if you really are unsure, it might just be better to just go in with like a freshly washed face. No even moisturizer, no fucking nothing, because everything you put on before the white foundation could possibly interfere with it and make it look like shit. Like, and sometimes you don't know. You don't know which one. I'm feeling daring today, so I'm gonna go in with that moisturizer and this primer. But again, it's really up to you. This is a sticky primer. See, I have a friend with pink hair. Okay, that's my hair. That's ginger hair. But I have a friend with pink hair, so sometimes I just like find random pink hairs in my room. I'm like, hey girl. The foundation that I use is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation. I would not recommend this. I don't like it. If you like it for you and it works for you, that's great. But for noobs who are trying to find a white base, I don't like this. Try the Krylon paint sticks. Those are what actual drag queens use. Also, I've heard good things about the Maron white stick, and those are sold at Spirit Halloween when Spirit Halloweens are around. This just does not want to stick to my face. It's really oily for some reason, so I'll go in with a bunch of the white foundation. Okay, I do a good amount, and then I'm gonna go in with a foundation that I know sticks well to my face. I'm also really pale, but obviously if you have a deeper skin tone, you can't use that, so maybe just use an actual foundation that's like the lightest shade of that foundation. And then I just do a little tiny pump to mix it in to make sure that it sticks to my face, because I know that foundation will stick to my face and I know that the LA girl won't. And then I mix it together on my hand. We mix together stuff on the backs of our hands because the warmth of your body helps activate and like mix up makeup. But if you really like don't want to be getting dirty, you can get like, just use a piece of plastic or something, or you can get like a dedicated like makeup palette like freaking like painters have, you know what I mean? Before we put the foundation on, we're gonna wipe off the base. No, the bake, not the base. God damn. So we're gonna do it with a dry beauty blender. We'll see what happens. Probably just do it with a foundation brush, honestly. But I don't own a foundation brush, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, while I'm putting this on, I'm gonna try to talk about some random shit. I have some things on my mind. First thing on my mind, very boring topic, but there's a new series. There's a new Amadeus series. This is huge, guys. None of you know this, unless you follow me on letterboxd. Follow me. But Amadeus, the 1984 film, is my favorite film of all time. So, of course, I had to check out the miniseries. They're just both based off of the play Amadeus. I don't know where, like, the whole Mozart-Salieri feud thing began. And I'm guessing there's a lot of stuff that's been inspired by it, but I actually saw, what's it called when it's like a mini opera? Is it an opera, chamber opera? I saw, there's like a mini opera called Mozart and Salieri by Rimsky-Korsakov. And I saw that once. So there's a lot of different depictions of this feud, which between Mozart and a guy named Antonio Salieri. And if you're wondering why I'm interested in this, I have a classical music degree, okay? So that's why. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I really thought I spilled bragging about this dumbass degree. Like, no anyone gives a fuck. I really wish I had a degree that was like, I don't know, in like fucking like, I don't know, fucking Tate McRae, so y'all actually gave a fuck and it was actually about something. I don't regret getting the degree, but like for your guys' sake, I wish it was something more interesting to the masses, but that's where I'm at. That's my life. Yeah, I really thought I ate bringing this topic up, but even watching it, I'm fucking bored out of my fucking mind. So we're gonna move on. But for the record, it's just a one-act opera that I was talking about. It's just called a one-act opera because I know you were all sitting on the edge of your seat wondering what it's called. And it's all based off an Alexander Pushkin 1830 play, okay? There's your Wikipedia deep dive for the day. Let's fucking move on. I was thinking about my favorite alternative films. And guys, do you have any recommendations? Because you know who we've been talking a lot about recently? Because Quentin Tarantino came after our king, Matthew Lillard. Our king, Matthew Lillard. If you guys haven't seen SLC Punk, if you know, you know. I don't know, there's not a lot of like quote unquote punk film. There's just a lot of documentaries and a lot of them are really fucking bad. But if you haven't seen at least the first, The Downfall of Western Civilization, I would highly recommend it because it's like examines the punk scene, and I think it's like 1978, and it's directed by a woman, Penelope Spheris. Because I know, yeah, everybody watches SLC Punk and like The Crow, but I really like punk documentaries. I don't know why. Also, the third one is like early 90s, and that examines gutter punks of LA. That one's also good. But number 2, I don't really like it that much. It examines just heavy metal of the 80s, which I don't really get the point of because heavy metal was popular in the 80s, and I thought like it was, the whole point of the series is to examine like alternative music forms, but I don't know. That was her vision. She wanted to do that. Good for her. You know what I mean? And then I'm just going to keep on making sure there's no creasing on the eyelids, and then I'm going to set it with white eyeshadow. Now y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but we are going to set it with my non-transparent skin-colored powder. I don't have a white powder that I've used that I liked. I don't have a transparent powder that I've used that I've liked. So we're just gonna set it with my face colored powder, like a light powder. I really wish that they made a transparent version of this Maybelline loose powder. Like, please, is there anyone who works for Maybelline listening? We're begging. As you can see, it is turning my face less white. But once we've set this, we're gonna go back in with white eyeshadow to whiten it up again. I wish I didn't have to do it this way, but this foundation is genuinely so problematic, like I have to. Now that this shit is set, we need to go back in and whiten it up again. So I'm gonna take this is Ulta Beauty brand single white eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna go in and whiten everything up. Okay, now we have established our base, and I need you to know that you cannot fuck with this that much. That means that when you're putting on contour, you cannot be rubbing. I usually go in with a piece of paper to get like a super cut contour, but I kind of want to do just how I normally do contour, but with gray, to see how it looks. So I'm going to take my big brush, and then I'm just using a gray shade. I would show you it, but I can't. I'm just going to use this right here. We'll see what happens. And so make sure you're patting it on, do not rub. Right, we're gonna move on to the eye look now, and I am kind of fucking scared because this is such my tried and true eyeliner, this NYX eyeliner, but for some reason it's been super dried out and I just bought it, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I think we're gonna go in with the eyeliner first and then maybe smoke it out a little bit with like a tiny little eyeshadow brush to make it a little bit smoky and not super stark. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk through this, and I don't know if you guys want to watch me try to do this, so I don't know. We'll see. Not bad. Like, this is so dry. What the hell, NYX? What the fuck, y'all? I'm getting pissed off. I actually want a fucking refund. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is a fucking nightmare. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna pretend that didn't fucking happen. Why the fuck was I shaking? Like, it's super dry, and then I start shaking it, and now it's spewing liquid. I'm actually pissed the fuck off. NYX, count your fucking days. I'm really trying to make it so I have something to show you at the end of this, but, like, I'm actually about to crash out. Oh my fucking god, that pissed me off. That pissed me the fuck off. See, thank God for this soft lighting, because in this soft lighting, it looks freaking great, except the points here. It looks great in this soft lighting, but in person it looks like shit, okay? Trust me. I do kind of want to do eyebrows, because my eyebrows are so obviously there. I think having an actual eyebrow there would really help. Beauty company, send me some black lipstick, please. I'll promote the shit out of it. But, like, can you send me some for free, please? I obviously really fucking need it. Okay, you don't need to do that, but I have a really small mouth, so I don't know. Sometimes I like doing that when I do black lips. I'm really scared, but I think we need to do an eyebrow. I think I'm gonna go in with black eyeshadow first, and then do little like eyebrow hair strokes with the liquid eyeliner. So I should have gone over what I was doing here, but first of all, to do my brows, I mapped out where I would start the brow by using that little brush on the side of my nostrils, on each side of my nostrils, and just going up like a parallel straight line to see where the natural brow would start. And then I just went in with this tiny little brush, and you see that I'm using my spit to wet it. Normally, you would probably just want to use like a wet setting spray, but I'm disgusting like that. But I'm not a licensed cosmetics person. I don't do makeup on other people. I don't use these brushes on other people. So I can do it because it's my brushes. But yeah, if you're sharing brushes with people or doing other people's makeup, definitely don't fucking do that. I basically just got this black eyeshadow base down in the shape that I wanted. And then I went back in with a gel eyeliner and went in and did individual little black fake hair strokes. Again, this is a drag queen technique. There's a lot of drag queen techniques in here, so if you want to know how to put on new brows and glue down your own brows, I would highly recommend watching a drag queen's tutorial on this because that is how I learned how to do this. I'm gonna finish these brows, put on lashes, and do something with my hair, and I'm gonna come back with a finished look. I need a lock in right now, and I don't have anything else to say. Alright, y'all, I'm back with a finished look. Holy shit, that took way too fucking long. That kind of pissed me the fuck off, but here's the final look. I think actually the eyeliner look turned out really good. The eyebrows are just kind of... I went in with the white foundation again to correct, and you can kind of see they're kind of highlighted, so it doesn't look great, but that's the point of me doing this, is to make this look better. I will say, like, this is the best white base look I've done yet, so we're going to take that as progress. Would I wear this out in the day? No. Like, again, this camera makes it look a lot better than it looks. Like, in real life, it does not look good. So, except, like, the eyeliner. I do think I did slightly like the eye look, but other than that, however, I would wear it, like, out to nightlife. Like, I would wear it to a club or a bar where it's dark, okay? I just would not wear it in the daylight. So, yeah, just doing this for progress. I didn't feel like blacking out my neck because that just sounded like way too much fucking work. Yeah. Takeaways: don't buy the LA Girl white foundation. Also, don't buy the Ulta Beauty white eyeshadow. It has not enough fucking pigment. And don't be like me, buy an actual white powder. The thing about alternative makeup is that it's not widely available at the drugstore. You have to be fucking special ordering this shit online. It's so fucking frustrating. Like, I think I need to order the Ben Nye white powder. Everybody loves that. And also, cream stick rather than a liquid would be more helpful because it's going to give you more coverage and going to help you cover up my brows, because if I have such a struggle covering up my brows and I have pretty light colored hair, then I can't imagine how hard it is if you have black hair and you're doing it with the fucking LA Girl foundation. So get yourself a stick foundation, I think. Other than that, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the look. Let me know what kind of video you guys want me to do next, whose makeup you want me to recreate. Please subscribe to support the channel. It would mean a lot. Please like the video, and thank you for watching.